Where is the Middle East? The Middle East is a region located between Asia and Africa. Prior to World War I, the Middle East was mostly covered up by the Ottoman Empire and Arabia. During World War I, the Allies, which included America and Britain, fought the Central Powers, which included the Ottoman Empire. The Central Powers lost. Since the Allies won, Britain, France, and Russia split up the Middle East using the Sykes-Picot Agreement in 1916. This angered the people living in the Middle East, primarily the people in Iraq, Syria, and Jordan, because they were put together with a bunch of people they did not like.
The Balfour Declaration was a letter written by James Balfour, a British man, that promoted the idea that Jewish people should be given their own land in order to escape Europe, where everyone basically hated them. The land that they were given was Palestine, a small Middle Eastern country where Arabian people had been living for centuries. Britain kicked out the Arabs living there to make room for the Jewish people to live there. This made the Arabs very upset and made the Middle East dislike Britain and America even more than they already did. Al-Qaeda, a Muslim extremist group centered in the Middle East, was angered by this, and this caused them to hate most of Europe and America. The Sykes-Picot Agreement, involving countries Britain, France, and Russia, paired with the Balfour Declaration, involving Britain and America, made for a very angry Al-Qaeda. Being the violent group that they are, Al-Qaeda created goals such as the whole world being ruled by Islams and the destruction of America and Britain through acts of terror like the bombing of the Twin Towers, also known as 9/11.
The big question we are asking is who should we blame for all this violence in the Middle East? On one hand, we could blame the US and Britain for creating agreements like Sykes-Picot and the Balfour Declaration that were inconsiderate toward the people living in the Middle East. On the other hand, we could blame Al-Qaeda for fighting fire with fire and taking their anger way too far through extreme acts of terrorism. In the end, we couldn't have one without the other, so they're both at fault.